Hi Cancer, welcome to June 2017. This is a dynamic month. As you go into the month, the energy is very harmonious, upbeat, positive. Venus is in harmonious energy flow with Saturn on June 1st. The Sun is in harmonious energy flow with Jupiter on June 3rd. And Mars enters Cancer on June 4th. Having Mars, the planet of action, energy, desire, passion, in your sign is about you moving forward, taking action, starting new projects, making new beginnings this month. You're having your new moon on the 23rd. Happy birthday. And so this is a pivotal month for you. Doors are opening and it's time to get moving. It's time to get the job done, whatever that is for you. It will be unique to each Cancer as to what it is you know you need to do. And if you don't, it will make you cranky. Mars can make us very cranky when we don't do something we need to do. I watch that with myself, like when there's something I'm supposed to write or create. It's almost like being pregnant, where you're just kind of cranky. But then when you give birth, you feel great. You're like, oh, so that's why I was so, right? Is there something you need to do? So if you're finding yourself getting moody or cranky about something, what is it that you need to do? Is it a new project? Is it a new job? Is it a new initiative? Is it moving? Is it, starting something new or something that you've been waiting to do? Well, now is the time to do it. Mercury is direct. Venus is direct. Mars is direct. Jupiter goes direct 2 hours after the full moon on the 9th. So there's all this forward-moving energy here in June, and you have Mars in your sign, which is about taking action. Mars is the energy planet, and energy needs to be directed. And if we don't direct it, it turns in on us, and that's where we get cranky and irritable, because there's something we need to do. Now, Venus enters Taurus on the 6th, and that's a good energy for you, because Venus in Taurus is about your hopes and wishes, about your goals. So what have you been wishing for, Cancer? What is it that you want to see happen this year and next year? And Venus is in harmony with Pluto in Capricorn. And she's sextile Neptune in your sister sign Pisces. So Neptune is inspiring you and uplifting you and saying, follow your dreams, follow your vision for the future, be imaginative, be creative, and we will reward you. The universe will reward you. And Venus will also be in harmony with Mars in Cancer. So Venus exactly sextiles Mars on the 9th at the full moon. And Mars is trining Neptune as he moves on. And that is, of course, being that warrior for love, being the spiritual warrior. I love it. And so there's a lot happening here this month. And Mercury enters Gemini on the 6th. Then you have the Sagittarius full moon on the 9th. And the Sagittarius full moon for you brings the action to your work habits, your health habits, your psychological diet, how you feed yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. How is your health? How is your diet? Do you need to make changes there? Saturn is also there. And wherever Saturn is where we're being tested. And, Saturn is coupled with that moon in Sagittarius, opposing the Sun in Gemini. all of it, well, Saturn isn't, but both lights, the sun and the moon, are being T-squared by Neptune in Pisces. And so with Neptune challenging both lights, he dissolves structures and realities. So that's where we can, you know, ignore the health signals, ignore the weight, right? Like, don't get on the scale and look at, you know, any weight gain, or don't go see the doctor to get checked in and see, you know, what's really going on, right? And Saturn's going, hey, you know, your wealth is in your health, and you need to maybe eat less, eat more fruits and vegetables. They are the answer to everything. And I am going to start doing some health videos, because I've been making changes in my own personal life that have been profoundly helpful to me, and I want to share them with you. And it really comes down to when you ask a lot from your body, you need to give your body a lot. And what your body wants is fresh fruits and vegetables, raw food. And so it is important to nourish and nurture the vessel, especially when you ask a lot of your body. So if you want to be, you know, starting a new job or a new project or moving or anything you want to do that is physically requiring, mentally requiring, you want to be nourishing and nurturing your body so that your body is like, thank you. And what do you want me to do? Okay. And so this is about creating that life-work balance, making sure that you are recharging your batteries and not being delusional about what's going on with the health, what's going on with the work, because Neptune can have us into, you know, believing the fantasy. Oh yes, I'm 20 years old and I can do anything. Not. But even for those of you that are very young following me, in your teens or your 20s, taking care of your health at your age is very important, because it can make you incredibly powerful and strong throughout your entire life when you practice extreme self-care in the early years. Eating well, exercising, limiting your sugar intake, limiting soda, limiting the bad things. I'm not saying eliminate them completely. We're human. There's nothing wrong with, you know, having, you know, your snacks and your treats. But make sure most of your diet is fruits and vegetables. And when you do that, your body will love you. And that is the key to success. Your wealth is in your health. The better you feel, the more you can do, the more you can do, the more you can have. And that includes love, prosperity, success, fame and fortune. You do have Uranus at the top of the chart forming a grand fire trine to your North Node, well, to the North Node in Leo, in the area of what you truly love and value. You're Leos when it comes to your values. You're Leos when it comes to your money. And it's in positive energy flow with Saturn in that area of your health and your work and your service to Uranus in the area of your destiny in the world, your profession in the world, and what you do in the world. And this is the way out from the challenging aspects, is to follow that North Node. What is it that you really want? What is it that's true for you? Not what's true for others, but what's true for you. And when you do that, it empowers you to have positive results in your work, in your career, and taking risks equals golden opportunities for you this month. Feeling fulfilled. And the better we feel, the more fulfilled we can feel and be, and focus on that book you want to write, that project you want to finish, that new business you want to start, the new career, anything you want to do. By taking care of you, empowers you to be effective and get the job done. And Jupiter moves direct a couple hours after this full moon, and so Jupiter moving direct now, what have you learned about relationships? What have you learned about what your rights are? What is fair for you? What is just for you? And for those of you that want to move, this is the time to do it. Jupiter is now direct, and he's in that area of home, real estate. So wherever you move, you're going to love it. Jupiter can bring you a palace, maybe a little one, your palace, where you feel, this is perfect for me. And as well as, if you're selling something, you can get great value for the property. You can get a lot of money for it. And yeah, that's good news. The Sun will exactly oppose Saturn on the 15th, and Venus and Mars are sextiling at the full moon, and that is a beautiful energy because that's about new love, new relationship. You could be meeting someone through friends. You could be meeting someone through where you work, where you hang out, where groups you associate with, meetup groups. This is a wonderful energy to be meeting someone new too. This is the time to do it. Now, when that Sun opposes Saturn, that's a reality check, and that will have to do with your health and your well-being, how you're taking care of you. There could be some reality check there and if you're tired, because Saturn pulls the energy out of whatever he touches, especially the Sun, rest. Don't push on the 15th. If you're feeling tired, chillax, and then wait. Wait a couple days. Neptune will retrograde June 16th through November 22nd. That's a subtle energy, but it's important. That'll give us an opportunity to integrate everything he's been teaching you about your wisdom, about higher consciousness, about your freedom, your future vision, your philosophy, and that gives us a break from his challenging aspects like he's making at the Sagittarius full moon. And so the Sun will harmonize with Uranus on the 18th. That could be a breakthrough day for you. You could get some sort of insight into your work that you're doing or some project you need to finish. What is it that you need to get done? You could get some sort of insight that is the missing piece that helps you move forward at this time. So a lot of forward-moving energy here for you in June, which is very exciting. I really like this month. Now, the Sun enters Cancer on the 21st. Happy birthday! And we have summer in the Northern Hemisphere. Summertime, summertime, summer! And, of course, winter in the Southern Hemisphere. However, the astrology applies no matter where you are on the planet. And, it's the solstice, which is a power day. And then Mercury enters Cancer on the 22nd. And then you have the Cancer new moon on the 23rd. So you can see that this is a really powerful month. Mercury the Messenger is on the move. First he enters Gemini on the 6th, then he enters Cancer on the 22nd. This is a forward-moving month. This is the time to get things done, and you have Mars in your sign. Now, the new moon itself is lovely. The Sun and the Moon and Mercury are coupled together in Cancer, and they're not being challenged. What is being challenged is Mars in Cancer. Mars is at almost 13 degrees Cancer, and he's opposing Pluto in Capricorn, and they're T-squaring Jupiter in Libra. This is a very challenging energy. And so with Mars in Cancer, it can make us ultra sensitive, where we can feel really ultra sensitive about everything. What's going on in the world, what's going on inside of us, what's going on with other people. And, wherever Cancer is where we do have the soft underbelly, where we have a sensitive side. And it's just part of being human. No one is like all strong or all powerful, although we could think we are at times. However, we have a sensitive side. And with Mars in Cancer, opposing Pluto, being squared by Jupiter, there could be some power plays going on in your life, extreme confrontations with others, where other people can be pushing your buttons, or where people can hear things, but that's not what's really being said, and they're on the offensive, or they're being defensive, and they're reacting to overblown, because Jupiter exaggerates things and he's T-squaring things. So people can be overreacting to overblown things that they heard, which are not true. So it's very important that you are examining what's being said, not what's being heard. Because what's being said may not be what you're hearing. And our hearing can be wrong. And then we can fly off the handle and go on the offensive and attack people, and that's destructive. Now, confrontations can be helpful if we're being productive, if we're focusing on the facts and not being personal about it, not attacking the person, maybe, being objective about the behavior. When you said this, I felt this. Or when you acted this way or behaved this way, I felt this way. When we can be constructive, it can be helpful. But this is an energy that's going to be volatile and intense, and we will be seeing some people acting out in very destructive ways where they must destroy the opponent because of some perceived offense. So we don't want to pour gasoline onto the fire and jump on the bandwagon and just go on the personal attack. Now, for you personally, it could be going on in, a relationship. It could be going on in the family. It could be going on with someone you work with. It could be going on, with someone you hire, to a lawyer, a real estate agent, a coach, your dentist. It can be going on with someone that you're working with. And that's why it's very important to be focused on the facts, focused on what's true, and not on what you think they said or what you think they're doing, some perceived threat, some perceived offense that isn't even true. And so, with Mars in Cancer, you can be the peaceful warrior. You can take a position of being the warrior of love and bring peace and calm to the situation. Bringing peace and calm to the world is what we need at this time. With Jupiter in Libra, it's bringing the rights out, individual rights, human rights, environmental rights. And people have the right, and they should find their voice and speak their truth. And they should march and organize. Absolutely. Whatever position you are taking, whatever you believe is true for you, it's important that you follow that truth. There is a way of going about it. There is a way of marrying the old with the new and being constructive and finding creative solutions to problems, doing it in a new way, taking a new approach, being proactive, being positive. And it's very important for those of you in leadership roles to be transparent and be honest, because with Neptune challenging the Sagittarius moon and Jupiter challenging Mars and Pluto, truth can come out in very embarrassing ways when you least expect it. And people will not appreciate their leaders being dishonest. So it's very important for all of us to be transparent and be honest in what we're doing, so that people are feeling that they can trust their leaders, that they can trust those who are in a leadership role. For you, it is the time to take risks. Even if you feel like, oh, I don't want to do anything. Oh, I just want to, do my own thing. It is time for you to Put yourself out there. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to start that new job. It's time for you to start that new relationship. It's time for you to start that new project, that new initiative. When you get moving, everything opens up for you. When you get moving, golden opportunities appear for you. And you are like, why didn't I do this months ago? Why didn't I do this years ago? This is so awesome and amazing. And it's true. It is awesome and amazing for you if you're doing what's right for you, if you're taking action. You have the new moon saying new beginnings, new opportunities. You have the power. The sun is in your sign. Mercury is in your sign. Mars is in your sign. Neptune is trining you. You have the wisdom. You have the future vision. Venus is in harmony with you. And the universe is saying, go after it. Get moving. Ignore the resistance. Don't resist starting something new. Don't resist being the warrior of love, being the peaceful warrior, and taking action in your personal life. Taking action, and wherever you make the initiative, you'll be successful. Doesn't mean you can't work with others, but it's about you taking the initiative, Cancer. It's about you moving to make improvements in your life. It's about you making things happen. And when you do, magic happens. You get positive results. You get greater prosperity. You get golden opportunities that you've wanted for a really long time. And Venus is trining Pluto at your new moon. And she's in your money house. And that's the way out for you. So it's like, use the power to begin new things, and you will see financial benefit. You will see positive results. You'll see some dream coming true, something you've been wishing for a really long time come into manifestation for you. And it's positive, and it's good. And, you know, Mars is going to T-square Jupiter and Pluto at the new moon on the 23rd. It goes exact June 25th through July 2nd. And then the sun is going to meet up with Mars in grand square, Uranus and Aries, Pluto and Jupiter. It goes exact June 25th through July 20th. This is the time for you to get things done. This is the time for you to take action. Don't worry about what other people are doing. That's their responsibility. What can you get done? What project can you start? When you use this energy to initiate things, to get moving and get going, there'll be no stopping you. You will be so incredibly successful, it will blow your mind. And that's where you want to be. You want to be focused on new projects, new beginnings, moving forward, getting the job done. And then that way you're feeling good, you're feeling strong, and you're moving into your new solar year with the wind in your sails. Be the warrior for love. Be a warrior for peace. Don't get caught up in the negativity of what's going on in the world. Let it play itself out. And that way you are feeling incredibly effective and successful. And that's where you want to be. For those of you open for love, it's there for you. Venus and Mars are dancing. And she's trining Pluto at your new moon. So it's good for a relationship you already are in. It's good for meeting someone, maybe a friend that turns into a lover, right? Someone you've known, but all of a sudden things are starting to get heated up and passionate. And it could be a time for you to reach out too. You've got Mars in your sign, and this goes for the ladies too. Let that person know you like them. Invite them out for a drink. Invite them out for a movie. Invite them out for some music. Invite them out and see where it goes. Remember now, it's about you taking action. It's not about you being on the sidelines. It's about you making it happen. And that goes for a friend too. Like if there's someone, a bromance, someone you like as a friend, you want to invite them out, go out, invite them out. Or a group you want to go out with, right? Go out and socialize. Very productive. And hang loose on anything anybody's doing or saying, even if you think, they're way off the charts, just stay focused on yourself and what you need to be doing. Stay proactive, stay productive, be the warrior for love, and be the cosmic child that you are. For those of you committed, it is going to get intense here with this Mars, and you may be calling your partner to task. Maybe your partner hasn't been pulling their weight. Where is the imbalance in your relationship? It could be with a family member. It doesn't have to be with the spouse. It could be with, someone living with you. It could be a family member that has been taken advantage of a situation, and you need to speak your truth. Remember now, when we label the behavior and not the person, then people don't feel so offended. They feel like, well, you're right. I do that. And that way they can self-correct. We want to help people be their best selves. We want to help people be better. And so, you are going to have an opportunity this month and next month to look at the behavior of others in your life and ask for what you need, ask for what is right for you, so that there's balance and synergy in all of your relationships, and you are receiving what you need and what is good energy for you to work with. Career, you're moving up. And that's another reason why you want to get going and get moving, because you have an opportunity to move up in your career with this Saturn-Uranus North Node action going on here for you. And you want to be focused on that because that's where the productivity is. Spiritually, it is blossoming and it's growing for you. Neptune is helping you to tune into the higher octaves, to tune into the divine music of the heavens, so that you can receive that insight and love and nourishment you need straight from source energy. Health. How is your health? Saturn is testing you in this area. Remember, your wealth is in your health. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, Google Plussing my videos. Cancer, you're rocking awesome. And thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section. It's also up in the cards. So until next time, Cancer, your birthday's coming. Get moving. Take risks. It opens the door to golden opportunities.